وأكيد كيدا فمهل الكافرين أمهلهم رويدا صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Thank you, Brother Hadi, for the beautiful recitation. Next, we have a surah by Brother Muhammad Ali Janabi. Please welcome him with a loud salawat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم إغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشى الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموت ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناهم في إمام مبين صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Thank you, Brother Muhammad, for your recitation. Now we have the lecture by Brother Ali Asghar. Please welcome him with a loud salawat.
Salawat. Just a slight request before I begin. If you see your child acting up while I am giving the lecture, please do just collect them. It would save a lot of time and would allow everyone else to listen to the lecture. Salawat. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something that touches every one of us regardless of age. It's about a moment in life when you have to make a choice. Will you stay in your comfort zone? Or will you step up for truth, even if it is hard? And there is no better example of this than Ali Akbar alayhi salam, the beloved son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Salawat. So what is a comfort zone? A comfort zone is when you do things that feel easy, things that you are used to. For example, you might not be used to waking up for Fajr at 2 o'clock in the morning. Not waking up would be staying in your comfort zone, or not fasting, because you're used to not fasting. That would be staying in your comfort zone and not trying new things. You all know that Ali Akbar alayhi salam was not just a young man in Karbala. He was the hope of the family, the future of Islam, and the one who carried the beauty, the manners, and the voice of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. The companions would say, whenever we missed the Prophet, we would look at Ali Akbar and feel peace. Imagine that. Imagine being that high and having that much respect, that when people looked at you and loved you, they would think of the Holy Prophet himself. Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam was loved, he was respected, and he had his whole life ahead of him. He could have said, no, I am young. Let everyone that is older than me fight. I want to enjoy being a child and I want to enjoy my youth. But that's not the point. That's not the lesson that we learn from Karbala. Karbala teaches us that when the truth is in danger, comfort comes second. And that whenever Islam needs you, there is no excuse you can use to not fight for Islam. So let me ask you, how many times in your day do you stay in your comfort zone? When it's Salah time and you feel tired, do you think, no, even though I am tired, I will go and pray my namaz? Or do you say, I'll just pray it later? When you know that you should be telling the truth, do you stay silent because it'll be easier? Do you lie because you know you won't get in trouble? Or do you tell the truth? And when our parents need help, do we initially just go to them and help them? Or do we sit on the PlayStation or our phones and just stay there? Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam teaches us that true believers put their truth, put the family, and put Islam before their own needs and their own comfort. Now let me take you to the battlefield of Karbala. It was a hot, painful day. Imam Hussein alayhi salam stood with his family, and one by one his companions and loved ones were getting ready to defend the truth of Islam. And then came the turn of Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam. Imagine the heart and the pain Imam Hussein alayhi salam must feel that his son, his own son, who he has seen grow up in his life, his beloved, his reflection of the Prophet, peace be upon him, was readying himself to be killed for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. But even then he knew that if Islam is not protected today, there is no Islam tomorrow. He knew that he had to sacrifice everything for Islam to stay alive for where we are today. That's why Imam Hussein alayhi salam, even with the tears in his eyes, allowed Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam to go to the battlefield and die for the cause. The narrations tell us when Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam asked for permission to fight from his dad, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Imam Hussein alayhi salam looked to the sky and he said, "Oh Allah, be a witness. I am sending to them a young man who resembles your Prophet. Resembles your Prophet in the most manner, in his appearance, his mannerisms, and his speech." Look at the beauty of this moment. He looked like the Prophet of Allah. He spoke like the Prophet and he had the same beautiful manners as the Prophet. And yet, he was still ready to leave everything behind for his religion and for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Salawat. This isn't just a piece of history. This is a lesson. You can apply this lesson in your every single day choices. Today, protecting Islam doesn't necessarily mean going out into a battlefield and sacrificing your life. It doesn't mean you have to die. It doesn't mean that you have to watch all your loved ones die the same way Imam Hussein alayhi salam did. But the way that right now that we can protect our religion of Islam is leaving our beds early for Fajr. Even if it is at 2 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning. There is nothing stopping us from waking up at that time and going to pray. Holding our tongues from lying. Even when it gets us out of trouble, even when it's easy, even when saying a lie you might think would do more good than telling the truth. And showing the akhlaq and manners of a Muslim, being proud and saying, I am a Muslim, in your school and in public. Having no shame in your religion and what you believe in. The Quran reminds us, do you think you will enter paradise while Allah has not yet tested who among you strives and remains patient? Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam, he was tested and he passed with flying colors, 100% marks. And he passed with honor. He gave up his comfort, his safety, and his own life just for the truth. Now, I did just say it, but you're not in Karbala right now. Where you are right now, what can you give? Any answers? Please. Money for homeless people, that's a good one. Yes. Remembering the Imam, 100%. Yes. Remembering Allah, brilliant. One more, go on. Reading namaz, salawat. You, every single one of you right there were correct. Legendary answers. You can give your time for Allah. You can give your voice to speak the truth for Allah. You can give your effort to help your parents in your home. Even if it is doing the dishes, doing the laundry, cleaning your own room. Helping them is just as good as giving your time for Allah. You can help your community and you can help your faith by praying your namaz on time. And most importantly, you can prepare your own heart to be ready when the Imam of our time comes and he asks for his helpers. Salawat. The Imam of our time isn't waiting for elderly men. He isn't waiting for, very old people. He's waiting for youth. He's waiting for people like you to be strong, to be brave, and to be ready to stand for what's right. Even if it takes up your time, even if it causes you problems, and even if you have to constantly tell the truth, even though lying might cause you less harm. So if there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this. The next time that you think it's hard to pray, remember Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam and remember Imam Hussein alayhi salam being so thirsty that their tongues were so dry and yet they still prayed on time. Whenever you feel shy that you're Muslim and you feel shy of your beliefs, remember Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam taking a stand against all all those who were older than him and dying for his religion. And the next time you need to choose between being comfortable or standing for the truth, you pick, and you always pick that you stand for the truth, just like Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam did. Salawat. May Allah make us brave soldiers like Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam, ready to stand for the truth, and to never, ever, ever let us be too comfortable that we cannot prioritize and make our religion the main thing in our life. For the past 2 days, I've mentioned 5 things in your life that will not only help you strengthen your religion, but will make you ready for when the Imam comes. And I am adamant that if you stick to those 5 things, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Telling the truth. Always telling the truth will keep you on the straight path. The Quran tells us to tell the truth. The Prophet tells us to tell the truth. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam tells us to tell the truth. Not being jealous, being kind. Because if you're kind to others, they're kind to you. Keeping your salah, your namaz on time, and 5 times a day. Who knows the 5 daily namazes? Fajr, second one. Dhuhr, third one. Asr, one from the sisters, anyone? Fourth one? What's the 4th namaz of our day? Yes. Maghrib. And the 5th and final? Isha. Salawat. Keeping those 5 namaz in our day and keeping them on time will not only strengthen our religion, but bring us closer to God than we can ever be. Because namaz isn't just important because you have to do it, because the Prophet did it. It's important because it's that time in the day where you can sit down and you can talk to God by yourself, and He will listen to you directly. He will listen to your problems, He will listen to what you need, and if you pray your namaz, He will give you what you need in due time. Fourthly, being brave just like Hazrat Ali Akbar was. Being brave and standing up for what's right regardless. Because if you can stand up for what's right, you can do anything in the world. And if you are brave, like the family of Imam Hussein alayhi salam was, and like Imam Hussein himself was, nothing can stop you. And finally, remembering the Imam of our time. Salawat. Keep those 5 things in your day-to-day life. Pop quiz. What 5 things did I just mention? What was the first one? Yes. Telling the truth was yes, it was number 1. Perfect. Salawat. What was number 2? Namaz was on there, yes. Perfect. What was the third one then? Bit louder, please. Not being jealous. Always being kind, that was number 3. Number 4. Coming out of your comfort zone and being brave. Being brave and willing to take the risk and willing to not do things you usually try. Who here right now wakes up for Fajr? Everyone in this room, and I see one brother waking up for Fajr namaz. Sisters, it's looking a bit dangerous on that side. For those that don't, it might not be in your comfort zone to wake up at that time. But if you can walk out of that zone where you feel like it's just part of your normal day-to-day life, and you can come out of your comfort zone and pray on time your Fajr, you are just like Hazrat Ali alayhi salam, and the way that he sacrificed himself. And who remembers the last one? Who remembers the fifth point? Anyone? Remembering the Imam of our time. Perfect. You stick to those 5 things, and I promise you, you are being the best Muslim you can be. Thank you very much for your time. Salawat.
Thank you for your words, Ali Azhar. Can we please have the middle area empty and clear for the mawqib now? Thank you. Can we please have the middle area empty? Sure. Yeah. Can we have the women on the right side and the boys on the left side, please?
سور بالذر اجتمعا علي أكبر وتكونا صبح قرآن ويمشي الشافيرة بأمس وجه من سورة طه انخلق من سورة زخرف يشع ما تقدر تنظر لحظة بعين الشمس من يحكي سورة قصص مرة وحزينة يحكيها بس مو لفظ تحكيها عينه تسمع قصص سورة قصص عن قصة يحكي لك عن قصة يحكي لك سور تجسد سبأ محمد منها اجتمع صفات خامة وحي الكرامة نور وسطع أصله سورة صارت قمر سورة صارت بشر سورة حكم لقمان وهود النبي من يكتب سورة قلم من الله مفصل كان فصلت وبدا حصن للخايف سورة كهف غار وعنكبوت له للجائع ماعون وسورة مائدة للفقراء صاير عشيرة وبيرغيلهم.
أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. الثانية تدفع البلاء على حب الزهراء. الثالثة بأعلى أصواتكم. يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين صوتك يا ليش ما اسمعكم؟ هي يا حسين يا حسين حسين جننا وحلو به الجنون حسين جننا وحلو به الجنون حسين آيات لقوم يعقلون حسين آيات لقوم يعقلون حسين لو ما هو احنا من نكون حسين لو ما هو احنا من نكون حسين بس هو السكن وسط العيون. يا حسين يا ما اسمع يا حسين. اي الدنيا يا هالناس ما بيها ضمان دنيا يا هالناس ما بيها ضمان شيل قبل اللي يعوف بهالزمان حسين من نلوذ بين نلقى الامان حسين من نلوذ بين نلقى الامان هو ابو الحنيه بل رب الحنان. يا حسين يا حسين بصاية الله وصاية حسين الحنين بصاية الله وصاية حسين الحنين حسين أصحاب دلال مدللين فضله وبجوده وعطاء عايشين ألف نعم الله وشكرا للحسين. يا حسين صوتك يا يا حسين يا حسين ما هد ربع يوم من الأيام حسين ما هد ربع يوم من الأيام بالضوء لازم ايدينا وبالظلام بالضوء لازم ايدينا وبالظلام أمرار ياخذنا الهوى وحلو الكلام أمرار ياخذنا الهوى وحلو الكلام نبتعد وتردنا نفحات الإمام. يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين ما هد ربع يوم من الأيام بالضوء لازم ايدينا وبالظلام أمرار ياخذنا الهوى وحلو الكلام نبتعد وتردنا نفحات الإمام. يا حسين أبد والله يا زهراء ما ننسى حسينا أبد والله يا زهراء ما ننسى حسينا أبد والله يا زهراء ما ننسى حسينا.
Can we have Afron for recitation? Is it Afron? Afron? Oh, he's here. Is it Afron? Yeah. And then Muhammad Shah. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah.
Salawat. The moon of Muharram, times of sadness have come. The crescent has now arrived, casting gloom on Karbala, casting gloom on Karbala. The moon of Muharram, times of sadness have come. The crescent has now arrived, casting gloom on Karbala, casting gloom on Karbala. Betrayal by the Kufans, set this moon on its course, calling out for their guide. Treachery with no remorse, Muslim and his sons. What a tragedy, oh what calamity. The moon bleeds to foresee, the moon bleeds to foresee. The moon of Muharram, times of sadness have come. The crescent has now arrived, casting gloom on Karbala, casting gloom on Karbala. On the ninth they heard the prayers of those pure souls for the rising sun, for perhaps this could be its role. Akbar, the dawn so clear, this moon filled with fear. How will it possibly rise and see the state of those dear, and see the state of those dear? The moon of Muharram, times of sadness have come. The crescent has now arrived, casting gloom on Karbala, casting gloom on Karbala. It's all the 6-month infant, no water but an arrow. The night is shone its lights on, Rabat filled with such sorrow. To see my Asghar I crave, I hear nothing but his cries. Oh son, please do not arise, and with this mother sympathize, and with this mother sympathize. The moon of Muharram, times of sadness have come. The crescent has now arrived, casting gloom on Karbala, casting gloom on Karbala. Witnessed it the trampling on Shamir Ghaliba, saw that night in terror, bodies scattered afar, tent is lit and on fire, earrings snatched from Ruqayya. The moon also in such pain, his household bound in chains, his household bound in chains. The moon of Muharram, times of sadness have come. The crescent has now arrived, casting gloom on Karbala, casting gloom on Karbala. Salawat.
Thank you for that beautiful recitation, Afron. Next, can we welcome Brother Muhammad Shah with a loud salawat? Lessons from Karbala. The message of Imam Hussein. 1. Always stand for the truth even if you're alone. Imam Hussein prayed that standing up for justice is worth more than living in silence within justice. Number 2. Never let anything come before your duty to Allah. Even in the middle of a battlefield, they prayed. Nothing made them forget their connection to God. Number 3. Your voice has power. Speak out against oppression. Lady Zainab showed us that even after loss, courage means speaking the truth, no matter who you face and no matter what hardship comes along with it. Number 4, real sacrifice is giving everything for what's right. Imam Hussein gave his life to protect Islam. He showed us that faith is worth more than comfort. Number 5, you're never too young to stand for your beliefs. The youth of Karbala taught us that bravery, not age, defines who you are. Number 6, don't chase this world, live for the next. Yazid had power, but Hussein had purpose. Today, the world remembers one and curses the other. Number 7, spiritual strength comes before any real battle. They spent their last night in prayer with Allah in their hearts. Nothing could break them. Inshallah, this helped you understand that Karbala wasn't just a tragedy. It was a message, a movement, and a legacy left by Imam Hussein. Salawat. Thank you for your words, Muhammad Shah. Thank you everyone for coming today. May Allah reward you all. Food will be served on the way out.